Hello everyone, it's me Clayton. I just finished watching the final episode of Season 3 of Harley Quinn. Now, it's kind of funny that when it comes to how far the show has come, both in terms of its characters and in terms of its humor, especially considering that what should be a breaking up point for Harley and Poison Ivy, at least something that I thought would happen, actually ends up being a reaffirmation of what makes them such a great ship. But let's get to the story, shall we? After Harley ends up completely destroying Poison Ivy's plan to create Eden, Lex Luthor actually offers Poison Ivy an offer that I never thought he'd give her, a chance to run the Legion of Doom on her own terms, as long as she ends up killing the Joker, because he doesn't want to pay an evil layer tax. I'd argue Lex Luthor has enough money, but then again, Luthor would definitely do that sort of thing. Plus, I'm pretty sure having her run the Legion of Doom was probably just a ruse. But she decides to go along with it because he appeals to her interests. Anyways, the movie that Clayface has been in, the new Thomas Wayne movie, is out for a premiere, and Harley and Poison Ivy have to consider whether they should actually kill Mayor Joker in order to get Poison Ivy into the Legion of Doom, or if Harley might be a little more of a hero than she actually admits. Yeah, I was thinking that since Harley was helping Batman out with his trauma and has been helping out Batgirl throughout the season, that she might have a more heroic side than she likes to admit. And she doesn't want to admit that because she doesn't want to lose Ivy. Which, honestly, makes me realize that the Joker, throughout a couple of his lines, actually makes a lot of sense. He was a terrible partner to Harley, but at the same time, he knows her pretty well. And he knows that her going along with what Poison Ivy is doing is just one of her behaviors that has become automatic when she was with him. And on top of that, he realizes that maybe she doesn't always agree with what Poison Ivy is doing, but goes along with her because she doesn't want to lose that person. She has that codependency issue. But what makes her... So while Joker is correct with a lot of the things that he's saying, Poison Ivy is still a good person for Harley because they can actually have a real talk about it. And that's something that I like about couples like them. They don't always have to be perfect, but at the same time, they can still talk things out and they can still acknowledge when they've made mistakes and strive to do better. And considering that a lot of couples don't even try that and it leads to a lot of hard feelings from both, it's great that the show acknowledges what makes them work and what makes good couples who make mistakes work. On top of that, it's just got a lot of funny jokes revolving around Clayface and him being the new Billy Bob Thornton because the people can't really see him as Basil Karlo anymore. It happens to have Batgirl leading the Bat family with when Bruce Wayne's sent off to prison, which I guess it could partially make up for the Batgirl movie being canceled, but okay, not really. But it's a nice consolation prize. And the animation and overall designs of everything are as good as the rest of the season. So while it's the shortest season of Harley Quinn so far, we are indeed getting a fourth season, and I'm glad for that, because this is a nice little show that's able to be a bright spot in what HBO Max has become. So hopefully that fourth season comes, and hopefully it's as good as this one, because Harley Quinn's a little show that really shouldn't have been good as it is, but thankfully it is. That's why I'm going to give it the whole season an 8 out of 10. See you next time.